Okay, hi guys. This video is just gonna be like a little, like, rant type thing, I guess. So if you don't like vlogs or seeing people rant and stuff like that, then just leave. I don't want to see any negative comments like, oh, you talk too much, whatever, shut up. Like, just, okay. So, this video is gonna be about, Assassin's Creed 3. Mainly about Connor and how a lot of people didn't like him. I really don't see why. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but it's like most of you want him to be this character that just is like Ezio, who has like so much emotion coming out, is outgoing and smooth kind of womanizer and stuff like that. That's just not Connor. That's not who he was supposed to be. That's just not him. And not everyone has to radiate this outgoingness. You know what I mean? And I see some people are saying like that Ezio had it worse than Connor. But I mean, can you really honestly say that? Yes, Ezio's most of his family was, okay, spoiler alert just in case. Most of his family was killed, hanged in the beginning. And you're all saying he had it worse because of that. But in all honesty, I can't really see him having it worse because Ezio knew what he was fighting for. Ezio knew that things can only get better from here and that he won't lose anything from, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going into this thinking that I'm trying to see how I can explain it. It's just like he's not going into this thinking that he's gonna fail. Connor, spoiler alert, Connor at the end, he literally lost everything he was fighting for. So it's like Ezio had lost mostly everything already, and he knew that it can only get better. Connor was working his whole entire life for these people that, and he sacrificed so much. He just sacrificed, and then at the end, everyone was gone. His village was ran out. They moved off somewhere. He had to kill his best friend. He had to kill his father. He watched his mother die. It's like he was fighting for all of this his whole entire life, and then to find out you wasted all those years on nothing because you didn't get what you thought you were. I mean, I know you're kind of supposed to prepare for that to some degree, but you also think that something good is going to happen from this. And I see most people are saying like Connor is like this really unemotional character. I can see like why people would say that, but it's not really true. If you really look into, like, okay, because I'm like in love with the guy, okay? Don't judge me. Don't act like there's like no kind of fictional character that you wouldn't want to marry or have sex with, okay? I'm not crazy. So anyway, it's like if you just really look at him, you know that he has a personality, and it's just his wall is up. He had to kill his best friend, for goodness sake. I mean, come on. Of course the guy's not just gonna be all, hey, I'm Connor, what's up, guys? Oh, that was a horrible impression. Oh my god. Never doing that again. So yeah, it's just like he doesn't have this upbeat thing about him. But why does that have to mean that he's not a good character? What makes Connor a good character is just the fact that he's naive a little bit. Like me, I'm naive, I'm not gonna lie. But that's also a really great thing, because when you're naive, it means you can still see the good in almost everything. So, I mean, some people he doesn't see it in, and some people it's just not there. And he's a caring person. I mean, okay, if you do all the homestead missions, you will see how he genuinely does care about these people. He risks their life to save these people when he doesn't even know them. And he's risking his life for people who betrayed him. because he's just that kind of person. Connor is like one of the nicest, caring people characters. Wow, I said people. Characters I've ever played. And I've played a few games. Not a few, you know what I mean. I played games to know when a character is really genuine and caring. Cause you know, like when you play a certain game, you can just like look at a character and be like, yeah, you're gonna be a problem. Cause you just know that they're douchebags and whatever. And hold on, I gotta get in. Okay. So maybe Connor's not as womanizing and outgoing like Ezio was, but that's the point. He's not supposed to be. You don't have to be this crazy outgoing person in order to be liked. I should know because, hello, social anxiety, low self-esteem, self-harm. Yeah, people like me, well, some people some people like me, but just the way people were talking about him, he's not like this horrible character just because he doesn't show that much emotion. There are times I wish he did show a lot more emotion, but it's like when after he killed Kanondoko, you could see in his eyes and in his face that he wanted to cry. And if you read Forsaken, you know how they sometimes leave like little details out of the game that weren't there. If you read Forsaken, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm thinking maybe they just didn't put those parts in the game, because they did delete quite a lot of audio things too. So yeah, and that's it. I'm just saying that Connor's not this unemotional character, and I really don't get why a lot of people didn't like the game. I thought it was a really good game, especially Haytham. Oh my god, especially Haytham. Oh my god, he's actually like one of the first antagonists that I really liked, you know? It wasn't like, oh my god, this dude is such a douchebag, I can't wait to kill him. And especially after reading Forsaken, I didn't want anything to do with that. If you have to read Forsaken. It's like, it's just the feels, man. I turned to the fucking epilogue and I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna get myself into? Like, oh, I couldn't take it. I set myself up for heartbreak in that. But yeah, Forsaken's really good, and Haytham is really developed in it. Even though it claims to focus more on Connor, it doesn't. It's mostly about Haytham and his childhood and how he grew up, and that's where Edward comes in for Assassin's Creed Black Flag. So yeah. Alright, that's it for this topic. I'm gonna make another video on Forsaken. So only watch that if you have read the book, because it's like spoilers all over the place since I finished it in like a week. So that's it. I can understand if you don't watch this video anyway, because it's like 8 minutes long apparently. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching if you have stayed with me this long, and I'll see you guys on my next video.